Hi everyone, today we have with us ASUS Zenfone 2 this is the 4GB model of Zenfone 2. As you know that ASUS has brought many variants in Zenfone 2, some of them being having 2GB RAM with lower resolution, screen resolution. This one is 1080p screen resolution and it is powered by 2.3 gigahertz Intel Z3580 quad core CPU, right? So we'll be just reviewing this unit today. We already done the unboxing and a bit of gaming performance on this device. You can check out the YouTube channel for those videos. So I will start with first the operating system. This one, as you can see, is powered by Android 5.0 Lollipop along with ASUS own Gen UI. I am not a big fan of custom UI by manufacturer, but this one looks pretty near to the stock Android experience. So this one appears quite good in terms of the UI, right? So we will just check out the Android Lollipop version here. As you can see, this is powered by Android 5.0, right? Here you can see the Lollipop, right? Apart from that, we have the 5.5 inch screen, the 13 megapixel main camera, the 5 megapixel front camera. We'll also take a look at the build and the design, right? As you can see, the back cover of the device appears quite metallic. It's a metallic finish, but it's not metallic cover. In fact, it is basically a plastic cover with a metallic finish. This one is the ASUS logo and the Intel Inside logo. Apart from that, Zenfone here. At the back panel, as you can see, this is a quite big amount of speakers portion at the bottom of the back screen. Apart from that, one thing you'll notice, a button just below the camera. This is basically the volume rocker, which has moved from this portion to the back side, right? Apart from that, this one is the LED flash, and one peculiar thing you'll notice is the power button. This is basically the power button which has moved from the top. I have used this device for almost 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, and one of the things which I don't like about this is the power button at the top, right? This is a 3.5mm audio jack. So usually, just because this device is quite big and it's very difficult to power on the device to reach the power button here, right? So you need to press here. Now another way though, if you are getting uncomfortable while using this power button at the top, you can just use the gesture to lit up the device. You can just double tap on the device and the screen will lit up, right? So you need not to press the power button every time. So just double tap and the screen will be lit up, right? So we'll now just check up with the storage. As you can see, it comes with 32 GB, out of which at the moment 25.53 GB is available. Keep in mind that this is not exactly the out of the box retail unit. We already installed some apps and games, so and use the storage to store pictures, etc. So this is 25 GB available to the user. out of which you can see out of 32 GB system reserved space is 6.47 GB. So it basically tells you that out of 32 GB, when you open this device, 6.47 GB is not available to the user, right? Now apart from that, this also support the on-the-go micro USB pen drives, etc. So you can just use an external pen drive to expand the capacity of this device, right? Apart from that, it comes with some ASUS specific settings and features. We'll check out some of those here. This one is easy mode, basically, which if enabled will give you a easy access to the commonly used features, just like this. If you want more, you can get the more, right? So this is the easy mode. To get back to the normal mode, you just need to go back to easy mode setting and click on the off, right? So it is back to the normal mode. Apart from that, you have interruption options where you can set when you can be interrupted and when you do not want to be interrupted by the smartphone. Now in apps, you have if you open an app, it also gives you option of preferential storage of the installed apps. So you can set micro SD card as the preferential storage for the application that you install. Apart from that, it comes with power management with options like power saver. Here you can see ultra saving mode, which usually is used if the battery is too low. Basically it maximizes battery life by limiting your device performance and most background data. Some apps may not update unless you open them during this ultra saving mode. In all other conditions, usually it is under optimized mode. The Zenfone 2 runs every time in optimized mode unless you select the customized mode, where you can select everything based on your own uses, right? So but for normal users, optimized mode will work. Apart from that, you can also control the apps which start automatically whenever you start the device. Here also you can see the memory at the moment is used 2.4 GB and free 1.4 GB. ASUS also gives you an option of freeing the RAM by just using this button here in the settings, and you can see it boosts the RAM at the moment to 2.3 GB approx, right? As you can see, the amount of free RAM available increases, right? Other settings which ASUS own, customized ones, the Gen Motion. Basically you can enable motion gestures. Apart from that, you can enable touch gestures. For example, here using the W you can open browser, S to open launch, E to open email, C to launch apps, any app. You can customize these applications, right? Apart from that, we have ASUS customized settings. Here you can change different settings. So this is the UI. Sorry. Now we use this device for almost 2 weeks, and we find the device pretty good in terms of almost everything except few drawbacks, the one being the average camera and the other being the average battery life, right? Apart from that, you also have these menu buttons which are not backlit. These should have been the backlit buttons, but none of the ASUS Zenfone 2 models come with backlit buttons, right? Apart from that, let's check out the browsing experience. It comes with ASUS own custom browser, but we'll just use the Chrome here, right? So we'll just open TechMe. This is the default keyboard from ASUS. You need to few tweakings in the keyboard settings to start getting more benefit. The normal default settings will not be good for the usual typing. As you can see, the browsing is great, the scrolling is great, just considering the fact that it is the 4GB model, so you won't face any issues with the browsing. Apart from browsing, we'll now check the gaming performance of the device. This is the Asphalt 8 Airborne graphics game. The graphics at the moment is set to the highest level. This one, as you can see, it is the highest level set. So we'll play this Asphalt 8 and see how it performs. We already did a video of the gaming performance with Asphalt 8 for ASUS Zenfone 2, and in that video you can see for yourself that for gaming this device is excellent one, right? We felt no issues, neither any issues related to heating or lagging. Even the graphics detail was quite great. As you can see here, the graphics detail is quite great. So we'll just play for a few seconds, because if you want to check out the gaming video, you can check out our YouTube channel. As you can see, the graphic details are quite excellent. Apart from that, the game plays pretty well without any lagging issues, without any heating issues. So even if you can play 3 or 4 or even 5 heavy games simultaneously by pausing one and playing the other without any issues. The 4GB RAM and the processor does excellent job when it comes to gaming. So in terms of gaming, this device is a good one, excellent device in fact, and if you love gaming, this one is for you, right? So you should just check out the gaming video if you want to see how it performs in more detail in terms of gaming. And now we'll just check out the camera. The camera is a kind of hit and miss camera. We tested with this camera for almost 2 weeks, and unless you are a professional photographer and you know how to use the manual mode, the pictures in auto mode and even SDR mode and other modes were not as great as it should have been. The expectation for this Zenfone 2 device was high from us, but the camera, it appears that it is not up to the mark. So unless you are a professional photographer and you can use the manual button and you can easily play with these settings like white balance, exposure, ISO and everything else. You won't be getting very good quality pictures. The images taken by this front camera are average one in the normal auto mode. This one is taken in pretty light environment, means pretty sunny environment, even though it appears good inside the smartphone, but if you try to zoom it out, you'll start seeing the amount of noise in each of these images, right? Check out this one. Here also, after zooming to a certain extent, you can start seeing the amount of noise, but this one was taken using the front camera. So the front camera was is good compared to the usual front camera which we have, but the main rear camera, as you can see, the amount of noise is more. These are the pictures taken with different modes, right? But I'm not sure why this is happening. If it is something, it has something to do with my review in it, but now one great feature that comes with this device though is the selfie mode, right? This one is the selfie mode. So if you want to take selfie using the main camera, this one, the 13 megapixel camera, the selfie mode start detecting faces and it automatically take pictures by detecting your faces which are in the frame, right? As you can see here, you can select the number of faces that this camera should look for. You can select up to 4 faces, right? So on this one, as you can see, it comes with different modes like auto, manual, HDR, beautification, super resolution. Low light mode, even though works in the low light, but the resolution is very low, that is 3 megapixel of those pictures, and honestly they are of no use, right? Apart from that, you have the smart remove option, time rewind, miniature, right? So overall camera in our review, in our 2 weeks uses, it's pretty average, just like any other 13 megapixel camera. The front camera, this one is good compared to other smartphones of similar capacity, that is 5 megapixel camera, right? And now let's have a look at the battery. Similarly, the battery performance was not anything excellent. The battery was just average, just like any other device. During our normal uses, it barely lasted more than a day. If we used this device heavily, it lasted almost 3/4 of the day, and we need to charge it at the end of the day. But it's not bad and it's not good, so it's average in terms of battery performance, right? Now apart from that, here you can see it comes with different modes, different toggles, one of them being balance mode, basically which changes the screen colors, resolution. You can change to vivid mode, balance mode, reading mode, right? Usually the smartphone will be in balance mode. Apart from that, if you are running low on battery, you can use the smart saving option. You can customize these toggles which you can see on this notification center kind of view, but it is good in fact, right? Now we'll just have a look on the benchmark score also. As you can see, we ran the benchmark on AnTuTu benchmark and the scores were pretty excellent, right? As you can see, we got a benchmark score of 47,181. To be honest, I have rarely seen a benchmark score of this level for a device which is priced around 20,000 rupees, right? Here you can see the only two devices which are above this benchmark score of Zenfone 2 are the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and Meizu MX4. Apart from that, every other device in this are below this benchmark score, including OnePlus One, HTC One, M8, MI4, Galaxy S5, Nexus 5, LG G3, right? So this is a pretty good score. We'll just have a look at the hardware specification in a bit brief. As we said, this is powered by Intel Atom CPU with a PowerVR ROG GPU. Resolution is 1080p. Rear camera 13 megapixel. Apart from that, 4 GB RAM. Internal storage is 32 GB. Apart from internal storage, just check out the sensors. As you can see, it comes with almost every sensor you can imagine. Direction G sensor, acceleration sensor, light sensor, e-compass, proximity, gyro. The only sensors which don't come with are temperature, pressure and relative humidity sensors. Apart from that, it has got almost every sensor you can imagine, right? So this is in terms of benchmarks and hardware specification. We used this device for 2 weeks. There was no issues in terms of performance. It comes with auto call recorder feature, which means that you can record calls if calls are coming to your phone without using any additional application, right? And so that's it. That is the review of ASUS Zenfone 2. Hopefully, thank you. This is the back cover. As you can see, it comes with dual SIM support and a micro SD support. Apart from that, the battery is not removable, and you'll notice that only one of the SIM comes with 2G, 3G and 4G support. This one, if you want to use the second SIM, can be only used for 2G network. So you can only use 2G, 3G or 4G SIM in this particular slot, right? So as we talked about, this is a plastic cover but with a metallic finish, right? So that's it. Thank you for watching this ASUS Zenfone 2 review. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button. Also, if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up. Thank you. See you soon with another video.